Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, was laid to rest yesterday. Millions of people attended his funeral. It was like a sea of people gathered to bid him farewell. Do you know that a bunker buster bomb has enough power to destroy buildings and tear a human being into pieces? But astonishingly, 30 bunker buster bombs were dropped on Ayatollah's compound, and this is nothing short of a miracle. 40 days of mourning have been declared in Iran because Ayatollah was such a great man who throughout his life built no properties, kept no bank balance, accumulated no personal wealth, but instead dedicated his life to preaching Islam and serving the country. He also belonged to the Siad family, meaning he was from the lineage of Ma Ali. He was such a good person that he often said, "Do not live as Shia and Sunni among yourselves, but live as Muslims, because the enemy wants to divide you in this way." In his last meeting with his companion, he said that I have grown very old, and now I wish that God grants me the honorable death of martyrdom. This is my desire. Will I truly receive martyrdom? And you can see for yourself that Allah Almighty not only fulfilled his desire for martyrdom, but it even seems as though angels protected his body after the martyrdom of Ayatollah Khamenei. There is intense anger within the Iranian Revolutionary Guard's army. According to reports, they have also claimed to have hit the American naval ship Abraham Lincoln with 4 missiles from where fighter jets were taking off to attack Iran. However, America has denied this news, meaning the news is not yet clear. When the time comes, the truth will come out, because if this happened, it would be a great humiliation for America. Furthermore, upon hearing the news of his death, unrest has erupted around the world, and protests are taking place in various cities of Pakistan. In Karach, even the American embassy was damaged during the protests, after which allegations are being made that American forces opened direct fire and killed 9 people. It clearly shows how much the Pakistani government cares about your lives, that Americans are directly firing at your people. In addition, in India and wherever there is a Shia community, anger against America and Israel is continuously increasing. In Iraq, people attacked the American embassy and had to be dispersed by firing bullets. But the more important question is who was the traitor who was very close to Ayatollah Khamenei, who confirmed his location and presence and executed the supreme leader at the exact time, along with his family and top leadership, in such a precise manner. Without the information provided by a traitor, it is impossible that Israel and America would know that the Ayatollah was present in his compound at that time in a meeting with his officials. This clearly means that someone very close to the Ayatollah, a person holding a high position, is a traitor present within his army. He was actually a Mossad agent who was passing on moment information there, and it was he who gathered this top Iranian leadership, around 40 people in one place, and then this attack happened. This attack by these 2 countries on Iran was in fact a security failure of Iran. There is no doubt about it. But before attacking Israel, it is very important to eliminate the internal traitor, and obviously an investigation is underway because this is a very serious allegation to make against someone. If there are any further updates on this, I will inform you. Millions have gathered in Iran, demanding revenge for the death of the supreme leader, while at the same time opponents of the Islamic regime are openly celebrating Ayatollah's death dancing in the streets. We are also seeing attempts to deliberately incite riots in universities and on roads to organize protests and create clashes to worsen the situation. Some people present in the crowd are provoking them, are telling people to come out and vandalize, which are obviously Mossad agents. Just now, news is coming in that Iran has attacked Saudi Arabia's largest oil refinery near dam named Aramco with suicide drones and has severely damaged it, though there are no reports of any human casualties. Similarly, a short while ago, an Israeli town was attacked and badly destroyed, and 9 Israelis were killed in it. Iran had repeatedly warned that if any country allowed its airbase or airspace to be used by America or Israel to carry out an attack, then we will target that country and its bases as well. And according to its promise, it has done exactly that, setting fire across the Middle East. And this is the total number of people killed there. At this time, according to Iran's claims, Mossad's headquarters was located near Burj Khalifa, which has been targeted and destroyed. On the other hand, the UAE has imposed a ban that no one will post updated videos from there on social media, otherwise that person will be deported. Honestly, seeing the people here, it feels like they do not care about this matter, because people here do not have nationality, and naturally, they do not have the same love for this country that a nationality holder should have. Another unfortunate news is emerging that the Washington Post has reported that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman repeatedly called Trump a week ago and told him to attack Iran, constantly asking for updates about when the attack would happen, urging him to attack quickly, or else Iran would become a major power in the Middle East and a threat to them. While on the other hand, hand, in the media, he kept saying that Iran should not be attacked. But friends, if I tell you the truth, this news is false and the media is lying because they want to create more distances between Iran and Saudi Arabia and create panic so that hatred increases between them. Look, there is no way to verify this news unless Mohammed bin Salman himself comes forward and gives a statement against it. Let me tell you that the Washington Post is America's controlled press, and it has spread propaganda before during the Iran war, and you will see that it will always run news in favor of Israel and America. Just a few days ago, it said that America should attack Iran. It is completely clear that they are once again trying to apply their favorite divide and rule formula to divide these people and break them again. So do not fall into their trap at all, because in this war, Saudi Arabia will suffer more losses, instability, trade shutdown, panic, tourism shutdown, and separate defamation. I am also seeing that our own people on social media are spreading this news without research, which indirectly is weakening the Muslim community itself and weakening its unity. The situation is that Iran right now is in full revenge mode against Israel and America because it has said that now there is no red line. Now, wherever and however we wish, we will attack. And according to the latest news, it has also fired cluster missiles at Tel Aviv. Cluster missiles mean missiles that carry many small bombs which open up in the air, scatter, then fall to the ground and cause massive destruction. It seems that after finishing its old stock, now it is time for Iran to open the box of its new technology stock. Pakistani journalist Harun Rashid says that Iran has brought out such missiles that will shake Israel to its core, while we see that Iranian officials are also posting similar tweets, which means that something very big is about to happen. Let me tell you that from Lebanon, Hezbollah has also started attacks on Israel. The truth is that Iran has fired so many missiles toward Israel that its condition has deteriorated. But because the media there is state-controlled, no news reports of attacks or reports of damage are being brought out. However, just now, a secret website where a list of losses suffered by Israeli soldiers was maintained was hacked and its data was made public. It was revealed that 9 generals, around 32 Mossad officers, and nearly 200 of their Air Force personnel have been killed. Israel has even started dropping hypersonic missiles on Israel. Let me tell you that hypersonic missiles are those missiles that travel at more than 5 times the speed of sound, meaning Mach 5 speed, approximately 6,000 km/h or even more. Just check their speed. Today, Iran is standing alone. Yet it is standing firm like Husseini, because Russia has also raised its hands. A Russian official has said that if it is about peace talks, we can come in between and do something, but we cannot support you in war, and you yourself think in this condition when Iran has suffered its biggest loss. How can it talk about peace? On the other hand, Iran's biggest ally, China, will also never send its army for Iran because it has been helping before and is still helping with backdoor technology. Through its satellite view, it is assisting Iran by informing it where and at which locations attacks are possible. At this time, the situation has become such that continuous ballistic missile attacks by Iran are ongoing on Tel Aviv, and fires are burning in many places, and their leader Netanyahu has fled to Berlin, Germany, because just now his aircraft's location has been traced inside Berlin. Imagine leaving your own people to die and fleeing yourself, and not just anywhere, but to Germany. This is real footage. You can see for yourself how an Iranian missile cut an entire building in half like a cake, exactly the same way as they had done in Gaza. Now Britain has announced that it will give its bases to America for attacks. So Iran has targeted a NATO airbase in Cyprus, which is a Turkish area belonging to Britain. In addition, in Qatar, there was a main radar that was sending the location of Iranian missiles to America and Israel, and it was very advanced and a headache for Iran. That too has been destroyed with missiles. And in this region, these two countries have almost become blind. In yesterday's video, I told you that in this attack, his son and daughter-in-law had died, but that news was not completely correct. The real news is that his daughter and son-in-law were killed because his son is still alive. Before his martyrdom, Ayatollah Khamenei, after consultation, had formed a committee which finalized 4 names for who should be the next ruler after him. As happens in the system of caliphate, Ayatollah Khamenei was repeatedly told not to stay in his house because his life was in danger and that he should move into a bunker, but he did not agree. He said that wherever my death is written, it will come to me there, whether here or inside a bunker. He was such a great leader that even Nelson Mandela, the great leader who fought for the rights of black people in South Africa, met him and said he was my leader. May Allah Almighty grant him the highest place in paradise. Be sure to tell your children that you witnessed a time when all the world powers, even his own Muslim brothers, were against one man. Yet that 86-year-old man kept fighting alone against all of them, never accepted defeat. And before ending the video, one question. Do you know how many missiles Iran possesses? Even more than America, meaning the highest total in the world. Thank you to those who watched this video. Allahai.